What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Amalgam Show. I want to be host Keena Johnson alongside Dean Kaminsky.
Hey.
Who's got blue on him again?
What?
The blue light keeps shining on your face.
Oh. Fuck. What's that guy from Watchmen? Where he can just change everything?
Dr.
Manhattan. Okay. Yeah.
No. Blue Dick Boy.
No, I'm just drunk.
And then he played Flash's dad.
He's the genie. His Will
Is that the
Smith's
same
the
guy?
genie.
Yeah, the same guy, yeah.
Wait, in which one? The movie or the
movie,
TV show?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Huh.
There you go. Also, found out Zachary Levi's in Thor Ragnarok. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's also in Thor 2. He's the guy who plays the...
really?
One of the
He didn't
brothers.
look like
Warriors 3.
Yeah,
in the first movie.
The blonde guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
first movie, there was a
someone
different
else.
actor.
Okay.
And then Zachary Levi replaced
See,
him.
because I watched Dark World once.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
For good
everyone does.
reason.
Yeah.
So
He gets killed in Dark World.
yeah,
Everyone
exactly. He
gets
got killed off like
World.
immediately. The only
gets
guy
killed
that
in
didn't die
Ragnarok.
was the black guy.
Hey.
Idris Elba?
What a turn
Yeah.
of events.
Huh?
What a turn of events.
It's not a horror movie.
Ah. Wait, which one?
Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, Ragnarok. Okay, I thought we were talking about Dark World. And I
No,
was
Dark World
that was
is
a fucking
definitely a horror.
No, that was a
It's a
train
fuck-
wreck.
It's
but
a massive horror.
that was a
Kyron
horror to
Johnston.
watch. Hey, hello.
And Nathaniel Roden.
That was a long intro.
Intro. Have you listened to any podcast in the world besides ours?
I haven't listened to it in hours.
I've listened to every other podcast besides ours.
I listened to the H3 podcast. They go off topic all the fucking time.
That's the point.
But they've only got two.
I legitimately sat through like an hour of one of their podcasts and they were still doing like an intro. And then they were like, oh, here's the topic. And then half an hour later they got to the topic. So an hour and a half into the podcast, they actually started talking about what the podcast was about.
That makes sense. I feel like that
Sounds like ours.
They're
Yeah,
talking
we
about
definitely
farts
do
for
that.
like 50 minutes.
The ethics
Farts
of
are
farts.
crazy though.
Yeah.
How they come out of your butthole.
We're returning to our roots and drinking.
I just want this.
Yes.
Don't show the brand. We don't endorse or
No,
are supported by
It's alright.
any
It doesn't
brands.
show up in the camera. I'm
Guys.
pretty sure.
It's 11:20 in the morning.
Blaze it.
11:20, drink it.
If you
It's Saturday.
insist.
Thank God it's Saturday, am I right?
Thank
guys?
God it's Saturday. TGIS.
See, that's the thing. I had
Figures.
yesterday off from work, so I feel like I was saying this earlier. I feel like today is my Sunday, so the fact that I'm able to get drunk right now is fucking amazing.
I'm on a permanent Saturday.
Oh,
Thank God it's every day.
Fuck.
well. So
Whenever you
the
say that sort of stuff, I'm like, I can't tell whether I want to be jealous or thankful.
what's the lifeline helpline?
1300 65506.
They'll teach me how to read and write if I can get there.
Read and write your suicide note.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You can't. You gotta proofread it. You don't want your you don't want your last thing to like have like some fuckhead like
You just have some
like,
grammar Nazi
they
find your
used the
suicide
wrong
note
there.
and fucking put in all the corrections.
Oh my god, he's dead. And it's like, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong.
Someone's
A
reading-
minus.
Like someone's reading it. And it's
Honestly-
like Jesus fuck man, punctuate.
that feels like something I would do.
Yeah.
I'd be like, wow, that's so wrong.
He misused the Oxford comma.
That's the wrong there. What the fuck?
There is nothing to live for.
Why are you using
Who's
a-
nothing to live for?
Why are you using a colon? That's clearly meant to be a semicolon, you dickhead.
What's the Amalgam Show about? Someone answer it.
It's about grading papers and submit your essays and we will proofread them for you.
I'm Captain America for the day. Just
Cool.
yeah.
Is this a new shirt?
Yeah, he bought it this
literally an hour ago.
Okay.
Hour and a bit, something like that.
Aaron-ish.
Walked into Kmart and I was like, does that come in small? And then it didn't. So this is a medium. It's quite large on me. Apparently I'm a skinny boy. Who would have thought? Yeah.
Not me.
We also like
that?
No.
You dick.
No.
I'm gonna eat your ass.
Oh,
Wow.
this is getting spicy.
So
on the Amalgam Show.
donate to our
Exclusive-
Patreon to see the
exclusive
exclusive
Patreon.
Contron.
Contron.
Contron.com.
He has a strong
Corner
Yeah,
intro
I had a
place.
strong.
We also We're also on, what are they called again?
Spotify.
So we're
and
on
iTunes.
Spotify and Apple Music.
Podcast services. That was the
Yeah.
And
We're
Wooshka.
on Spotify and Apple Music.
Are
now.
we on Apple Music?
Yeah,
we have a podcast.
Did you not see the fucking?
We're on Apple Podcast.
You
saw
live
iTunes.
with her.
I saw iTunes. Is that the same
iTunes is Apple Podcast. We're not on Apple Music.
Surely it's the same.
No, it's
Okay.
not. They spun them out.
Oh.
Oh, whatever.
Wait, have we applied for Apple Music then?
Well, you
Oh,
can't.
you got to
podcast on Apple
charge
Music.
per episode if you want to do that. You can't put out free content
Wait,
on
does
music.
that mean people are going to have to buy our episodes on
No,
Apple
no,
Music?
because the podcast service is free.
Oh.
Yeah, so
But if you want to be on
Oh.
Spotify
Cool,
Music,
so it's on Apple Music.
you need to charge
It's
per
on Apple
song.
Podcasts.
It's an Apple podcast.
I want to get on the Google one.
Oh, that's how I used to listen to Comedy Button when
Yep,
when I was 12 and
Yeah.
I had fucking shit Samsung, but then I had an iPod.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's fucking iPod's the best. And then whenever I went to school, I got depressed because I couldn't hotspot from my phone because it was that bad. People were like, yeah, you just mobile hotspot. I'm like, cool, how do you do that? And they're like, oh, I'll show you. And then they'd be like, not there.
Yeah, I remember doing that. That specific.
Remember when
It's not there. And get
remember
it
when
back.
like 3 gigabytes was enough?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I literally have 120 gigabytes.
Well, it was never really enough. I remember going over that all the time.
Yeah.
Right, but like it was enough to sort you out for as long as you needed.
A month usually.
Yeah, like
To get you from
messaging on
Wi-Fi point to
Facebook.
Wi-Fi point.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was fine. Now it's like as I said, I have 120 gigabytes of data, and I'm nearly at the limit because I've been watching Crunchyroll on the train. That shit fucking chews through
Yeah.
your data. I didn't
Yeah.
realize.
What, can you choose quality on Crunchyroll?
No, that's the
Like
thing.
Netflix
So they
style.
go like 1080p straight away, and it's like
You
you
can't
watch it.
pre-download them at all?
No, they do
Not on
download that
Crunchyroll.
with streaming. They do your like speed limiter.
Yeah.
So basically, if you've got shit speeds, it'll buff it down to like if you've
But
got
Crunchyroll doesn't do that.
dread
It either
shit speed.
buffers or it's HD, 1080p, 60.
Yeah,
whatever.
it depends on your internet speed as the
frames
quality
per-
you
per-
get.
It's 24 frames per second always.
Yeah, whatever. Regardless, it chews through your fucking data. Because I was like, oh yeah, like I've got plenty of data, like it doesn't matter.
If it's a big problem, use Anime Lab. Like they might not have the same content, but I know on Anime Lab you can choose.
Right,
the-
but if I want to watch a specific program and
Yeah.
it's not on Anime Lab,
Yeah.
I'm not going to use Anime Lab. That's my only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've been watching Hunter x Hunter, so yeah, like I'm obviously not going to use Anime Lab. Oh fuck!
What?
One Punch Man comes out soon, if not already out. Season
The
2.
second two.
Oh
second
fuck!
season, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought
bro.
that wasn't happening.
No,
No,
so
it
it just took forever
originally,
because it like switched like production teams.
Right.
originally it wasn't going to come out, and then
Yeah.
like a while ago they were like, yeah, we're going to bring this out in April.
Didn't they say that they wanted it to be in the same universe as My Hero?
No,
Something like that.
that sounds like an April Fool's.
That-
or
that-
just-
that
No, I
sounds-
didn't hear it in April Fool's.
no, but like that sounds like some sort of bullshit
So-
anime fake headline.
So there's Mob Psycho 100 that's in the same universe.
Probably.
What?
Yeah, Mob Psycho 100 set in the same universe as One Punch Man.
I don't think that's. The
Oh
case.
my god.
If
It's
it's
supposed
set,
to be.
I think it's out. The first episode, anyway. Hold on.
Or was it just a trailer?
Oh, it's just a trailer.
In a world where one man can just punch.
I'm not gonna watch the trailer. I just want to see the release date.
But when anime is set in the same universe as another anime, they don't usually
April
like
10th. There you go.
collaborate very much.
Yeah.
Cool. So we got 4 days till. Oh, timestamp. We got 4 days until One Punch Man comes out. How good? How good is that?
yeah.
This month is like really. There's a lot
Wednesday.
coming out. Like we had
Know what I'm doing Wednesday?
Shazam came out. We'll have Hellboy. The
but,
Hellboy
like,
reboot coming
who's
out.
gonna watch Shazam?
A bunch of people.
I'd rather watch Captain Marvel.
do it.
He's making a joke.
I know he's making a joke.
Cool. You didn't accept it though.
Two
You have to be more
brothers.
accepting of people's jokes.
Two
It has to
brothers
be
Stop
good
ex-
jokes.
We
no,
just got two
don't be
brothers.
exclusionary
And
of
they
people's humour.
over everything.
What's the other part?
Fuck off, Dean.
Game of Thrones.
He did it too.
Game of
Nah,
Thrones.
fuck off, Dane.
Yeah, Game of Thrones came out.
Yeah, Game of
I
Thrones.
got a guy at work, and like literally, like you could just be sitting there having a conversation with someone, and then he'll walk up and he'll be like, "Hey, bro, how you going?" And be like, "Yeah, cool." And he's like, "So we've been playing this game called Sekiro," and it's like, "Yep, I know." Like you've been playing it for the past month and a half. Like before it came out, he's like, "Yeah, I pre-ordered this game Sekiro." Like he keeps talking about, is it Sekiro or Sekiro? Sekiro, perfect. So he was talking about it. I was like, whatever. If he's not talking about Sekiro, he's talking about Game of Thrones. He was like, yeah, so Game of Thrones comes out. I'm like, we fucking know, bro. Like, You have spoken about it so fucking
Jesus
much.
Christ.
Like it's funny. Like he's passionate about it. That's fair
Yeah.
enough. But like whenever he sees something, he's like, yeah, this thing's like the best thing in the world. Like there was this thing on YouTube. Have you guys seen Interstellar? The
I haven't
movie?
seen it, but I know.
I know what you're talking about.
So there's
I
this
have
thing
seen
on
it.
YouTube called Interstellar Pig. I don't understand it because I haven't seen the movie, but
Yeah.
it's like it's basically, I don't know, a pig with like little piglets running around it. It's like has the theme music from Interstellar. And he was like showing everyone in work for a good 2 weeks. He was like, hey, have you seen Interstellar Pig? Even if he knows you've seen it, he'd be like, yeah, watch this. It's fucking hilarious. And it was just like, yeah, okay, that's pretty cool.
Jesus.
So if you guys have seen Interstellar, look up Interstellar Pig on YouTube. Hopefully you'll find something from
Next
it.
time
If
you go to
not-
work, he's gonna be like, "Have you guys seen that fucking YouTube video of Dean talking shit about him?"
I'm not talking shit about him. The reason I say that is because he's quite large as well. So,
You call him fat?
no, I'm saying he's
easy.
ripped as
Interstellar.
fuck. Oof. He's quite ripped. And he's Scandinavian, so,
Jesus.
yeah.
You ticked all the
He's
boxes.
basically a Viking. But yeah, shout out to you. You know who you are.
I bet you he doesn't say Thor, he goes Tor. Because he's Scandinavian.
No, so he was explaining to me one day. He was like, have you heard of the day Monday?
Like we all
And I
know.
was like, obviously I know Monday. He's like, do you know the story behind the wording of Monday? Like he puts his accent on. Like that's not how he usually talks.
yikes.
But that,
But this
that's how he was doing it.
conversation-
And he like tells me the lore behind each day, and he'd be like, Mundus, and it's like, okay, cool, like whatever. I can't. remember
Isn't that the
story.
devil dude from
Yeah,
DMC?
that's Mundus, but yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. But yeah, like whatever he
got
said
it.
about each day, I'd be like, okay. Like I didn't take it on board because
Yeah.
it's A, too much information, and B, I don't fucking care. But he'd like put this accent on and tell these stories, and I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like,
I can remember. I can never remember what each day is. Like I know like a couple of
well,
them.
that's the thing. He'd just sit there, like, because we work in a call center, so he'd finish a call with a customer, put his order through, and then he'd just be waiting for another customer to pick up the phone, and then he'd be like, so have you heard of the day Thursday? I'd be like, shut the fuck up. He'd be like, it's the day for Thor, the Norse god of thunder. And I'd be like, shut up! I know Thor. Then he's like, don't even get me started on Saturday. Used to be called, and it's like, no, I'm done. Not listening to this.
Kyron.
Yes.
How's Just Cause 4?
Oh, very shitty bad.
Oh.
No, I mean it's good. It plays like the third one,
It's only
but
Sorry.
your drink is 0.9 standards.
It is. Yeah.
What? Okay, drink. Okay. It's basically like it plays the same. They got rid of every pistol option, so you can only have launchers and rifles.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about
which-
SMGs?
Oh, like SMGs and stuff like that.
What
but
about machine pistols?
No,
isn't
none of that.
SMGs?
none of that. You don't get any pistol. You don't even have like a holster for your pistol anymore. It's just the two back things.
Okay.
Do you
Is
still
that
have
a
the
bad
jetpack?
thing? Does it impact that much?
Do you have the jetpack?
No, you have to buy that again.
Again?
It's like $18.
What the fuck?
It's like a
You know,
yeah.
Blastoise in Pokken Tournament is $20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
Some of the
that's-
DLC.
Oh, it's
out there,
Blastoise
mate.
and Aegislash, but in saying that, Blastoise is kick-ass. I had it made at work. We take the Switch to work every day. Well, he does, rather. I obviously don't have a Switch, but he takes it to work every day, and then we play Pokken, and he gets Blastoise, and he's just, like, it's stupid. There's a move where he uses Rain Dance, and Blastoise just heals itself.
That's not
That
what
seems
Rain
like
Dance does, but okay.
Well, for some Pokemon it does. Like, there's a specific ability, I think it's Aqua Ring,
Yeah.
Something
or
like
something. I think Lumiose has it, but not Blastoise. Blastoise has
Yeah.
fucking Torrent and some special hidden ability, which I can't remember.
Yeah, but it's DLC, so you got to get what you pay for.
Yeah, obviously. But Blastoise
A broken
is fucking
character.
broken. Blastoise and Machamp are very broken. I got another mate who can use Decidueye quite well, and then I use Sceptile and Charizard. They're probably my two heavy hitters, and then Pikachu is just quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took away from
No,
your
that's all
skills.
So did not having pistols impact the game that much?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, I would argue yes, because with all those games, I always use pistols because it's really fun to just sit fucking ages away and snipe people with a pistol.
Yeah,
Why don't you
and
just get
like
a sniper?
so basically,
'Cause it's faster.
it takes like the
That's a good point.
the way you would fight completely changes it. It's like, okay, you can either have like a shotgun and a rifle, or you can have like a machine gun that has like a drop down like body shield.
Yeah.
And,
Cool,
and
yeah.
like a shotgun and
Your
stuff
roll
like
top.
that. But they've all got like attachments. Like if you press like right bumper or R1, it'll shoot like a grenade launcher, and then some of them have like a concussion grenade, and stuff like that. But like only some of them are deadly, and it's kind of shit. Like there's a shotgun you have that the special thing is ricochet. Like if you shoot it in a close room, it'll fucking do a bunch of bouncing. But like instead of pressing like up on the D-pad to do what you want, everything like that, you now have to hold in square, or X.
You can just use PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I'll just use PlayStation. You guys can translate.
Yeah, because if you say X, then
Yeah, it changes it completely. But
whereas Square isn't on Xbox. Just in case you
Yeah.
didn't know.
no, I didn't. I don't own one. No, I do. But yeah.
What an idiot!
But like, so instead of just fucking like tapping a button and switching your weapons, when there's like fucking 30 people like around you, which is another thing that's a fucking problem, but I'll get into that. It like you sit there and you'll do it, and the game won't read you properly, and he'll just sit there reloading.
Oh no.
So you're just getting the shit fucked out of you, and then
What game are you playing? I was gonna say, what the fuck?
Like yeah, no.
So reload and special ability are on the same button.
I'm
No,
reloading!
not special ability.
Rip headphone
Changing
users.
guns. So like, if your gun is like,
Yeah.
so like, say like you've like used your shotgun and cleared like the ring of people who
Yeah.
are near you. If you want to like
Cleared the ring and
switch,
got the shit fucked
switch
out of
to
you.
like your SMG or some shit, and then fucking pick off people from a distance. Sometimes he'll just start reloading the shotgun
Yeah.
instead of
I feel like
changing
I was meant
it,
to get a haircut.
and they've already got long distance rifles who are fucking you up, and it sucks. So that's bad.
Can you configure the controls at all? Do you know?
You can, but then it fucks with your grapple thing, because instead of just retracting, you can have balloons and a booster.
So it's all presets you can choose from.
Yeah, you can customize it and stuff like that. It's like they've got a fully customizable tether system. No one, like, I don't use that. I just have retractor, balloon, or booster. But you can have all three in one if you wanted. But it doesn't. It's fucking weird. But there's also no heat system. So you know, like basically like GTA Stars.
Oh,
So-
okay, yeah.
So basically, if you're just walking through a military base, or just drive through it, you immediately get helicopters after you.
For a
it's-
second,
but
I
it's
thought you
fucked
meant
though.
like GTA Stars, as in like there was a game called
Yeah, I
Grand
had
Theft
to figure
Auto
that out for a
Stars.
second.
No,
So
like
it's
the star
but the
system.
Star system, yeah.
Like
makes more sense.
even if you just drive through their base, they will like just send choppers and airstrikes and stuff
Because
like
number
that.
3 had a heat system.
It did.
Yeah.
If you were driving through, they would become aware that you were there.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, so long as I don't hit anyone, damage any of their shit, I'm allowed to drive through their base. That's fine. In this one, the second you rock up, you're fucked. So if you're just flying, like gliding over it to get to a mission, if you're in their airspace at all, you immediately now have to deal with fucking helicopters. And for some reason, like the rubber banding is really bad. So like,
I
if
think-
you're in a car that's going like 200, because you can get rigged ones, the cars that max out at like 80, just going fast, just catch up to you like that, and you can't escape them from just driving away. You have to fly and stuff like that. It's upsetting.
I
all
think
these
by the
systems-
sounds of it, you probably just need to deal with that.
No, you do, but like it
Like
is.
not
But,
like
compared to
not
the-
like get good scrub. Like in the sense that like I don't know. Like it's obviously a new game. Like yeah, some shit's changed, but like by the sounds of it, you go from dealing with the heat system to just don't fly over their shit.
See, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I disagree because
The
when
third
it comes
one
to
had
things
it.
like the cars, like the third one was built so well. I've seen the fourth one. The fourth one looks like they've used the same engine.
Yeah.
They've used the same sprites.
Well, yeah,
Everything's
what
the
else are they
same,
gonna use?
right?
But it's not.
But they've just fucking stripped away all this other shit, put a couple of cooler things in, but all the stuff that they've stripped away has made the game work just like shit.
You know what this
Yeah.
reminds me of?
What?
The Assassin's Creed.
No, don't even say that
No,
fucking
don't-
forbidden
no.
word.
issue.
Does it seem like these systems?
What are you talking about? We never talk about Assassin's Creed.
Do you think these systems were pulled out to try and focus on all the explosion action of the game? Because
Yeah,
that's what the
because,
game's
like,
always
there's-
been about.
Like the game is, it's like they stripped away everything that made it fun to play to try and make you have fun to play it. All the wind physics and everything are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's good. Like if you are going down a river like that goes under a bridge, you know how when you stand under like next to a river, there's a bit more wind and stuff like that. Like it'll be more windy in that
In real
area,
life.
especially if there's like a waterfall and stuff like that.
I
Yeah,
guess.
so you'll pick up more speed in your glider if you
it's
do
like
that.
space displacement, isn't it?
Yeah, but like, and then the tornado you can literally like
How cool
ride.
would teleportation be?
That would be cool. And then you just like ride a tornado, and like that's fun, and you can like do that and catapult yourself to get like extra speed. There's dust storms and stuff like that. Like it's really fun to do that stuff, but they're so rare that the rest of the game feels bland. And it looks bland. Like, you know how the third one just had like amazing colors?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very vibrant.
And when you went underwater, you saw the rays of light hit you underwater and everything looked really pretty. You go under the water and it's just a grey overlay on your screen, and you look up and it literally looks like a water texture from Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh no.
Do you think that's an issue?
With the resources.
I know, like, there's a couple of things. One, I think this is because it's on Xbox One, and now that there's more.
Oh no,
No, I don't mean that in a.
Wow! What the fuck, Keena?
me
What he's
finish.
saying is you need to start playing
No.
this on your S10 Plus.
Yeah.
Let me finish that. It's because, like, PC has now gotten far ahead, and I'm assuming
Yeah, well, it's
those
2019.
lighting physics would still be in the PC version.
Political correctness.
well,
But
the-
then also, I know this world's super big. Like, compared
So
to-
was the last one. The last
is
one
this
was
one-
fucking massive, and
this
this
one's
one's
bigger?
equally fucking massive.
Is it?
I think it's a little bit bigger, but
I know they
bigger
were ta-
doesn't change the fact that it should be having like good textures, and the fact that when you stand on a hill, your shadow is on like all the way over there, but there's no shadow for the hill,
See, my
so it's just a floating shadow.
my
Yeah.
only issue with this is like, just because it's not
'cause.
a series where I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's a beautiful game. Like, I see it as a game where I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna sign in, I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah,
But the
Which
same,
is-
the
which
same
is
thing is
fine.
in like effect. It's like number 3 was so good. If they're using the same resources, why
It's
is
not
number
the same.
4? Why is number
it's
4 taking
not
steps back?
like I get why they're stripping away some of the textures and stuff like that, because obviously they've put in so much more into the game with like tornadoes and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and they've used up like
So fuck around with the
Resources on-
tornadoes.
yeah, but they're so rare. Like you
Yeah.
have to go looking for a tornado,
Well, then go do
and they
that.
could be k's away, and by the time you get there,
They fizzled
it's fucking gone.
Nah, I reckon you could have fun with it.
It sucks because this team, like, well, not this specific team, but the company that makes Just Cause also did Mad Max. Mad Max is just driving around, and then you get into those like Fury Road dust storms.
Yeah.
and they're fucking intense. You can't fly in them. If the wind picks you up, your car is flying off, and you are dying.
Yeah,
And that's fun, but those like, and they happen enough, but not too often, because like when you're stuck in them, you're fucked. Like your
But-
health, your car
yeah.
starts deteriorating, your health starts deteriorating. But like, it just seems like it would have been good if they just incorporated more of that into it.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been like more comparable to the third one, which is like I'm just annoyed that it's the new game and yet the predecessor game
Is better,
is better.
like technically and more systems.
Because you've never seen that before.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just disappointed in the game. I'm
Yeah, I
not
agree.
saying like it's a fucking horrible game. It's just a poor imitation of the
fair.
third.
That's fair. I see where you're coming from. I personally don't play much of the Just Cause series. Like I played number 2 for a bit, and I was like, this is a cool sandbox game. Like let's fuck around. But like I don't get invested in the story. Like it's fair enough.
Oh,
obviously.
and you can't in the fourth one. There are no likable characters.
Well, there you go.
And everyone's weird.
Well, what's to
like,
say you won't
looks weird.
You won't kill them all at the end.
Well, I might, just out of
They're all
spite because they are
unlikable.
unlikable characters.
No, but what I'm saying is they're probably unlikable.
No, like,
because
you can like see
Remember
that
Big
like
Smoke?
Rico and that dude, like, and like everyone in there, they're like
the damn
they're meant to be friends, but they're just unlikable characters. Like you don't like them, but Rico's like, hey buddy, and you're like, or whatever the fuck that is in Spanish.
¿Qué pasa?
Hey, muchacho.
Yeah, just shit like
Hola,
that.
comrade.
Yeah, it's
That's Russian.
It's
Hola, comrade.
comrade isn't Russian. It's just a military term.
Russian.
But yeah,
military.
it's like no likable characters. Like in the last one, like in the third one, you had your cousin who would be like dancing and stuff, and he was like a fun, quirky
And
character
like,
that
took
you
you
actually.
bowling.
He basically the same character.
Yeah, who was like
Mario and Roman were the same character.
and he was a
Nico,
fun
let's
character,
go bowling.
and you kind of, when you were doing escort missions, you kind of cared if he died.
Yeah.
The fourth one, I don't care about anyone. There's some dude named Sargento who just rings me, and he's like, "Hey, there's a base nearby," and I'm like, "I'm on my fucking way to it. It's on my marker. I know." But also, you have to be in the base to trigger the mission to do the base. So you're already being shot at.
Really?
By the
You
time
can't just go take the base over like in
no,
number 3.
no, you can't just hover above, blow up the fucking base, and it's done. You have to do a set of missions. I had to you have to you have to break prisoners out and escort them to the helipad while they're getting shot at and bombed by helicopters because these guys are weak, and that's where the heat system comes into fucking real big trouble for me.
What the fuck?
Because there's a thing where it's like protect a satellite. A satellite doesn't have a lot of health, but there are tanks, drones, and helicopters, and also infantry people shooting this thing.
Yeah.
And you have to try and protect it against all of those things, which all require very different weapons for either ones. So I was stuck on it for like literally a whole day and quit.
That's fair.
It's fucking terrible.
Can you dial down the difficulty?
No, there is no difficulty settings. None.
Sounds like you're.
It just depends on what part of the region you're in.
Sounds like you just need to get good.
This sounds like
I've tried.
He's trying to
It's-
get good, but he just can't do it.
This sounds like some of this stuff is reminding me of Metal Gear Solid 5 in terms of big fuck off map, and then killing everyone in the base, and that's a very Far Cry, old Assassin's Creed.
Oh, but
shit.
you don't have to kill anyone. You don't have to destroy anything. It doesn't focus on blowing shit up. It focuses on tearing down the military instead of destroying their operations to tear down the military.
Yeah.
It's do sabotage things, steal their fucking blueprints for their tanks so we can make the same tank.
That sounds like a great Watch Dogs game.
But it's not the explosion chaos fucking shit that Just Cause should be.
I think, without I guess deterring from the consumer side of things, I think if you want to play Just Cause 3, you should probably play Just Cause 3. And if you want to play whatever they've done for Just Cause 4, you play Just Cause 4.
Yeah,
that sounds like.
And that's fine, but they sold it on the expectation that you would have to blow shit up.
Of course.
But you don't.
I see what you're saying, but in that sense, games evolve quite a lot.
Yeah.
We've seen it with so many titles. We talk about it with so many titles.
And that's fine.
Pokemon, Assassin's Creed,
No.
now Just Cause. No, I'm not going to go into it. We've done that on several episodes beforehand. But what I'm saying is, the game's evolved, and I see your frustration. It's not what it used to be. Fair enough. Yeah. But in that sense, if you want to play the old games,
no.
it's
But the
still
thing
available.
is, it's not what it used to be.
No, of
but
course.
it's trying. So it's so you still want to be that, but you're not doing it.
I don't think it's. By the sounds of it, it's not like it's trying to be that, because if they wanted it to be that, they could have made it that.
When you play the game, it very much feels because they literally
I think
name
it's
themselves
more
the army
we're
of chaos.
trying to be something else, but we're going to give you the option to be able to do that as well.
Yeah,
I think that's more what what you'd be looking at.
Yeah.
By the sounds of things.
Like, I still have fun playing it.
Yeah, of course.
It's frustrating
Yeah.
because of the heat system.
Yeah.
But, like, it's still fucking really fun to just...
So is it mainly the heat system and the pistols that fuck you off?
And the story I do not care about, but it is... Sounds like
you care about
You
it
played
less.
Just Cause 2?
Yeah, I have played, like, halfway through it. I didn't give a fuck about that.
Because, like, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
no. I'm not
Just
saying
Cause 3
Just
is probably
Cause
the
is
best
no-
Just Cause.
Yeah, but that's the depressing thing is they had so much to build on and make it better.
Yeah.
Because there were things in Just Cause 3 that they could have, like, fixed, and, like, there were, like, things that they could have made better. And I saw, like... And I feel like they saw 4th as their way to do that, but completely shit the bed.
Yeah.
It
Happens.
I'm a very big Square Enix critic.
Yeah.
It sounds like for whatever reason they didn't. Square Enix didn't give them the resources to
Yeah.
complete their vision properly. Because it sounds like a couple of these
What?
kinks could
Gaming
just be worked out with like an
companies.
extra 6 months of development or
Yeah,
something.
but like also in the third one, the textures. When you looked at the ground, you
Yeah.
would see individual grains of sand. In this one, you see furry pixels.
Furry pixels.
Not furries. Yeah, no.
Ah!
It's
All right,
it's
0 out of
small
10.
sh-
Everybody,
small
it's muffin
shit
time.
like that.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
None of that
And
shit.
in the third one, when
But
you
if you're
fly
furry,
up, your shadow would get bigger because you're
doing
getting
you.
closer to the sun.
Yeah.
In this one, it stays the exact same size. Like they didn't do any of like the lighting. Like they threw away a lot of the shit that they like. That was like minor
This is
attention
why
to detail.
I think it sounds like a resources problem.
It
Like a development resource.
It entirely is. But like the fourth one's story is the most interesting out of everything because you're learning about Rico's father. But I could not like pay attention because it's so fucking boring. And for some reason now, from the third one, Rico has entirely changed and they don't tell you why. Like when he was all like, haha, yeah, bang, bang. And now he's like, I couldn't care if I got shot in this fight. Like he's just really depressed now and they do not tell you why.
And there's no book
Have you
already.
finished the game yet?
I'm nearly finished the game.
I feel like you might see something right at the end that'll explain all of this.
Yeah, like maybe, but they're talking like you should already know it.
Yeah.
Like him and Sheldon have like mad beef more than
Well,
they're
what if
just
it's a
they're
plot
kind
twist?
of like
So like,
fuck you.
like similar shit like I don't know, Book of Eli, where it's like, oh, like you know, he was
blind the whole time.
spoiler
You said it
alert.
as I said it, so it counts.
Oh, well, no, not really.
Also, it's like
spoiler alert. He was blind at the
It's
whole
a 2012 movie. Fuck off.
Yeah.
You don't need a spoiler for something that's like that old.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. If you haven't seen it already,
Probably not gonna.
really, you don't want to see Book of Eli?
No, if you haven't seen it already, you're probably not.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Because I haven't seen it, but I'm like, yeah, I don't think I was ever gonna get around to it.
Well, that's the thing. I've shown it to a few people, and they were like, "Oh yeah, like I know it's a thing." And then they watched it, and they were like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
like it's a good movie.
Like
I would watch it."
Yeah, I've heard that.
But now that
I
you've
wouldn't
heard,
watch it.
now that you've had the ending, it's
the last thing I'm going to say about Just Cause 4, because I've said everything that I have a gripe with, which in the grand scheme of the whole game isn't that bad, except for the story, and
The
it's
story
just
should be
less
the
fun to
motivating
play.
factor, and if you're not being motivated in any
Um,
capacity, that's pretty
Yeah,
fucked.
yeah, and the most defining thing is Annika, who doesn't care about video games, who doesn't care about graphics.
So didn't watch you play 10 out of 100 hours of Just Cause 3.
Yeah, well, she watched me play a fair bit of it because
Oh,
that's a
did you
game
replay
that
it?
I went back to
Okay.
because I really, really
You do,
fucking
yeah.
enjoy that game.
Yeah.
And she was like, I was playing it, and midway through, she was like, this game just doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
And for someone who doesn't know what textures and everything like that are, and doesn't know like everything like that, and has watched me play the story of the third one, and is now watching the fourth one, she's like, this just doesn't look good.
so. What you're saying is someone who doesn't understand a field, commenting on said field, has a valid opinion.
Well, no, because she does understand it because she's seen the third one, and
Oh.
just as a base,
Oh, okay.
she's like, it
It's
just
right.
doesn't look as
The
good.
fact that she
comparing
doesn't,
to
the
the-
fact that she
okay.
doesn't have.
I
the-
thought you were
the
just
knowledge
like-
to be
the
able
fact
to
that she's
deconstruct the full game is
Pretty damning.
probably
And the
bad.
fact that
I
she's-
thought
But
you
it's
were
like,
just
it's
like,
so
oh
bad.
yeah, like.
And the fact that
Even
she's not
Annika said
looking
that
at...
this thing that she's never played before looked shit.
No, like
wow.
the fact that
In
she's not
comparison.
looking
It's like
at it with a critical eye and
Yeah.
is going, oh, this looks bad.
Yeah, if she's got
That
if
means
she's
the
got,
game just doesn't live up to
If
the
she's
third.
got the prior experience of the third one, that's fair enough.
Yeah. And she was like, this looks
Look,
nowhere
I
near
haven't played
fun.
number 4.
Oh.
I'm trying to see this as like an opportunity of like, oh yeah, like, you know, just see how it goes. But
I would
by
have
the
taken
sounds
your
of it,
stance too.
A,
I love
I'm
the
not,
game.
I'm not gonna play number 4.
Don't do it.
And B,
Just play 3.
Just no, like I don't like.
If
the
you're
Just
gonna
Cause
play.
series.
To me, it
I don't
feels
like it.
like what they did with
I don't
Saints
like the
Row.
games where you sit there and
Yeah.
you do shit purely because you can. Like,
Except Saints Row 4
hate
was
it.
good.
Yeah, I see your thing there, but like 3 kind of gave you a purpose to do it, and
Well,
you
that-
kind of
but-
cared
but-
about freeing the civilians. But I don't care about this international
But
group
like
of
how much?
mercenaries.
Yeah, exactly. Like how much do you care about this?
This is Metal Gear Solid 5.
But when
Holy
it
shit.
but when it comes, well, that was just cause
Like,
3.
the-
But when it comes to like games where you do shit purely to chill out and just do shit, like I don't like those particular games. In that sense, the game I'm thinking of, which is escaping me, is like some exploration game, which is basically
Uncharted.
No Man's Space, but
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
But
No Man's Space.
what? I might be able to help.
They're both areas.
Up with areas.
You are right.
So like you're basically a plane, and then you're then a water
Starlink?
drone. No, it's not Starlink. I think it's like
Spore?
Inner Space or something.
Interstellar.
No, I think
We're gonna play the movie, boys.
I think it's Inner,
Solid Pig.
I
All
think,
2.5
I think it's
hours of
Inner
it.
Space or
Yeah.
Into Space or something. I don't know. It was free on Game Pass for Xbox, but I played it because I was like, oh yeah, like a game where I can just chill out. And,
Oh, was that indie game where you could like fly around and then
Yeah,
could
like
also
you
go
were a
into the-
plane and then you could go into the water.
Yeah, I played that.
I can't remember.
Echo
what it's
the
called.
Dolphin.
No, dolphins don't fly. You fucktard.
I mean, in Echo the Dolphin 2 they can, I think.
Depends on how many years of evolution they have.
Regardless, yeah, I played that for a bit and I was like, I don't enjoy this game because I have no actual objective. Like,
Yeah.
a good objective does set a game for me, and Just Cause series doesn't set a good game for me because I don't care about the objective enough. I can't get into that.
That's been my issue with most games. The only game recently that I've been really interested in is one I was talking to you guys about on the way here, and that's Yoshi's Crafted World.
I keep thinking I played the demo for that, and
Yeah.
I keep getting YouTube ads for it, and I skipped
Can you
it
get
once,
the,
mainly because like it's really
One
good.
of those.
Yeah.
Like I just like the music and like just the vibe of it. And, like I really want to buy this, but I can't just drop $80 on this game yet.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna buy it.
I really
Only
like
because of Little Big Planet. Like it reminds me so much of Little Big Planet. I would also really like to
Little
play.
Big Planet is a good game.
Yes, I want another Little
That's
Big
a
Planet.
brave statement, Dean.
I want
Are you
a
mocking
Little
me?
Big Planet game.
I was just saying, like everyone knows
That
it's
isn't
a good
Little Big
game.
Oh yeah, no.
I want a Little Big Planet game somewhere like that's good at somewhere in between like the PlayStation Portable version and the first one.
Bro,
Maybe
PSP
the PlayStation
was
Portable
the
one
shiznit.
and the second one.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was this game I played on.
But the
PSP.
creativity of the first one, because the first one had a really cool world structure. Like
Because two just started when they started to
where you
do
did,
like
the skateboarding.
Nah, I like the.
I know
And then the
two-
second one had the basketball.
I like the ninja one. That was my favorite. Yeah.
They were all.
'Cause I remember I was playing with me and my mate, and we were doing the co-op version of it, and we got to the ninja world, and it was the boards that are like vertical, and you have to basically run across them. Like you literally just run, like sprint, and then your character will automatically run on each one.
Mm-hmm.
So we got up to that part, and we were like, well, how the fuck do we beat this? And we thought we had to jump on like each one, and we kept jumping and failing, and we were like at one point one of us made it across, and we were like, fuck, that was difficult. And then we had a big fucking row of them to get past, and we were like, what do we do? And eventually, we were just like, oh, fuck it. And so we just started sprinting across, and it worked. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm making Keena a drink. Continue.
So yeah, Little Big Planet is quite a.
Dean's like, ooh.
I forgot about the big bottle. I'm like, holy fuck.
Are you gonna mix a Rusky?
More
in
than that,
with
mate. No. Please.
More than that. Come on, I have to go see Shazam later.
It's fucking big. That's why
It's like half the cup, and Ken's like more.
Keena's like,
More.
get me Halloween party drunk.
No, no.
Here, Keena, drink this water.
It was never disguised as water. I knew what it was.
No, it was disguised.
She straight up told us at the beginning of the night.
If
No,
you've
no, no.
ever
No, that was
seen
that
Keena
was
drink a
last
drink, he
Halloween.
always sniffs it before he drinks it,
Like
so he
last
knows it's
Halloween.
vodka.
No, we're
No,
talking.
but that was the thing. So not last Halloween, but the Halloween before
Yeah.
that.
I was
The one where I blacked out. Yeah.
you
No,
were
I'm
fully
talking.
fucked.
We're talking about the time where you were passed out in
Yeah.
the backyard.
Yeah.
And they gave you water.
That's the
and then they
thing.
went back inside to get more water. But then you were like, "Oh, there's water here," and you went to drink it.
And then
you
you
drank the
drank-
whole thing.
and then you
it
drank
wasn't that.
Anarchist
it was,
pure
it was
alcohol.
A sippy cup.
It was a
and,
sippy cup.
And someone was like, "Oh, we need to get him water." And then we went to go get him water, and Nina was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get him some water." And we were like, "Cool." And she filled the sippy cup with just straight vodka. And then we were like, "Oh, like that's water." And we gave it to him, and he was like, just sipping on it. We were like, "He's gonna be fine." And then Nina's like, "That is straight vodka."
She told us that like at the start of the night.
She
So I-
didn't tell me that.
Like,
So
yeah,
I was
you
sitting there
were-
like, Keena's gonna be fine. And then you're like sucking on this thing that's gonna get you 12 times as fucked as you already were.
She was like, the first one to vomit gets a cup full of
no, that was
No,
the
that's
second
one
one.
that spilled.
That was last Halloween because she'd already done it to Keena. I remember because she didn't announce it in the first post, and then the second time we did it, she was like, "Whoever passes out is getting the same treatment." And I was like, "Oh my god,
Toby died
someone's
last
gonna
time.
die." Yeah, it's generally Toby. Because
Toby
he's not,
passes away.
he's not a veteran. We're seasoned drinkers. That's a sad statement.
I'm like lightly peppered, not that seasoned.
Lightly peppered, mild,
I'm quite seasoned.
Yeah.
mild with aioli.
I had a problem for a whole year, but Dean's beaten me.
Any other
Shit.
thoughts about Just Cause Kyron?
They took away the little sticky bombs.
Oh no,
You know,
that's
when you
the second
press,
best bit of every
press
game.
down, and then you could just like attach bombs to anything, and then like detonate them. As you
Okay,
fuck
yeah,
it off.
that's a big gripe.
Okay, that's
4 out of 10. Don't
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucked up. You don't take away a man's sticky bombs, man.
You can take away the story. You can take our freedom, but you can never take our sticky bombs.
I thought the booster, because you shoot the booster and it's got that
I went
little
to go
like the
drink
same
my
thing.
mic.
Yeah.
I thought there would be a mod for that where you can just, instead of like making the booster be like a rocket, you could just blow it up and it would be a sticky bomb. No such luck. Doesn't happen.
That's
You
fine.
don't.
I mean,
Such is life.
The rocket grenades are still pretty fun.
Yeah, but they're like very.
Yeah.
They're very fucking scarce.
Alright.
Like anything that can
that's the
actually blow stuff up, which is what the thing is,
Yeah.
is all gone. It's just replaced with different types of shooting a rifle.
What if you put a
Different types of how to shoot a
What
No,
if
rocket.
like
you-
literally,
what if
you can
you-
hold in your button and it'll
What if
lock
you,
onto
what
three
if
different
you
people
get
and
a
kill them.
jet? Listen, what if you get a jet and then you like put one sticky
No, you
propulsion
don't
grenade-
have no.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, sticky-
Sticky propulsion grenade on like the back end, so like the end of the wing
Yeah.
behind it. If
Yeah.
you put it there, and then on the other wing in front of it, you put another one there. You fly this fucker up. You like level it out to, I guess,
Level.
horizontal,
Yeah.
and then you jump out and
Get
then
spirit
activate
level.
it. Is
Is
it
it
just gonna
horizontal?
fucking like just away or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like
It's fun. Like it's fun to play around with the
Yo,
boosters
this
because you
thing's
can change
producing
the
some really
direction.
cool shit.
Like you can change the
That's
directions
chrome for
to horizontal and up, so things will just spin like that up into the sky, and that's fun to fuck around with. But it's nowhere near as destructive as the third one was. But it pitches itself like it's still as destructive.
that sucks.
Yeah.